Hey, welcome to PCMag Live. I'm Samara Lynn here with Sascha Segan. We've got a really cool show for you today. We're going to talk about the latest trending tech news stories. We're going to pull out a cool thing that one of us is testing in the lab to show you today. And we also have a reader question. So let's just get to it. Sascha, finally, long time coming, Wi-Fi on planes?
Yes, well, I mean specifically Wi-Fi from when you sit down until when you get up. Southwest Airlines is the first U.S. airline which is offering what they call gate-to-gate Wi-Fi, where you don't have to wait until you're at 10,000 feet and you don't have to turn off your Wi-Fi device while you're taking off.
Right. I mean, we had GoGo, but that's pretty pricey.
Yeah, most U.S. Airlines use GoGo, which is cellular based, and GoGo uses towers which point up. So it's only really usable when you're above about 10,000 feet. Satellite covers not only the air, not only the ground, but also the ocean. So we're seeing it being used by some international carriers. And Southwest has this solution from row 44, which costs $8 a day, as opposed to the $20 a flight that we're seeing from some of these GoGo providers like Delta.
And right, because Delta has Wi-Fi, right? I've never used it. Have you experienced it? How is it?
Yeah, I use Delta's Wi-Fi all the time. Delta has the widest Wi-Fi fleet. The other airlines are really Wi-Fiing up right now, but Delta was the first one to get a completely Wi-Fi fleet. But the thing is, it gets congested really quickly.
Right.
And that's the question with all of these Wi-Fi systems, all these in-flight Wi-Fi systems, that, yeah, you get Wi-Fi, but it's really slow.
Right. Well, that's good for Southwest and its passengers. So we're also seeing trending about women in technology. A story came out that the new tech jobs were filled by, like 60% of them were filled by women.
This makes me a little bit nervous because it's numbers from the Bureau of Labor Statistics about jobs in computer systems design and related services. And that just means all the jobs at companies that have to do with tech. So when you say it's 60% women, well, these women might be managers, they might be salespeople, they might be clerks. They're not necessarily engineers and programmers. And I mean, I still have the feeling, and you know, you can tell me, I know you're very active on this issue, you can tell me that whether there's still a long ways to go for women to reach parity when it comes to those engineering and programming and systems analysis jobs.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I still think there's a real lack of women with like hard IT skills. I'd like to see more women network administrators, database admins, even just not programmers, but with like real hard tech skills. So we've been seeing an increase, but hopefully it'll continue, you know. So now this is a kind of a weird story involving Kanye West and Zappos CEO, is that Tony Hsieh?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Hsieh. So Kanye, who has, like, his wife is invested in a shoe company or something, decides to call out Zappos in this random interview he's having with Bret Easton Ellis. So Zappos is an internet native, though. Tony Hsieh is a super smart CEO. He has a sense of humor. He's built his brand on customer service. So when Kanye says that he has a essentially crap product, Tony Hsieh posts a new product on the Zappos website, which is a $1,000 toilet plunger.
Beautiful.
Saying, this is our crap product.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and it's just a perfect example of how companies should respond in this era of social media, in this era of personality-based marketing. You can't be a slow-moving, grim, personality-free company anymore.
Right. Well, it's kind of weird, too, because Mrs. West has quite a presence on Zappos. I mean, I'm a frequent shoe shopper there. And she's got a line of shoes, fragrance, so I don't know what set Kanye off, but
yeah, I mean, Kanye,
lots of things do.
Yeah, I mean, Kanye's social media presence, you know, he is also a very smart guy. And I think a lot of his brand is about being this loose cannon because that prevents him from just looking like some dull, out-of-touch rich man.
Right.
So he, you know, goes off on these crazy tweets and these crazy statements just to keep himself in the news and to keep himself entertaining because, hey, he's an entertainer. That's what he does.
We love celebrity internet fights. So now we have a question of the day. It's an email question from Lynette. And Lynette asks, Sascha, what to do if she calls a customer service number and has trouble understanding what the rep is saying?
Now, this is a really interesting problem because, I mean, what she's meaning specifically is if she's actually not having trouble understanding the instructions, but having trouble understanding the actual words. And I've heard problems from readers with this. Sometimes they have to do with the cheap VoIP systems some of these customer service companies use. Sometimes they have to do with reps who have really thick accents, which the caller isn't familiar with. So you can do a couple of things. First of all, you can always call back and hope you get somebody who you can understand. Second of all, you can ask to be escalated to level 3 support. Now, level 3 support is usually the real engineers who are solving problems beyond just having a script, okay?
Right.
Level 1 and level 2 are basically human robots reading off a script or out of a book. Level 3 are the real engineers, and those folks tend to be a little more interactive and even a little more educated than the really frontline support reps. So call back, ask for level 3. Those are the two big things you can do if you're having trouble with a customer support rep on the phone.
I hate the phone. You know what I do?
What?
I use the online live service now that most sites offer for help. I love that.
That is another great solution because, you know, with the live chat, first of all, you can do something else while you're on hold.
Right.
You don't have to sit there holding the phone. And second of all, written language does not have the comprehensibility problems that a lot of these phone connections do.
Right. So there you go, Lynette. So this is our one cool thing of the day. And Sascha, it is?
The Nokia Lumia 2520. Now, this is just a big, beautiful, candy-colored Windows RT tablet. This is Nokia's answer to the Microsoft Surface. And it is, like the Microsoft Surface, it is a 10-inch Windows RT tablet running on a Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor. This model comes with Verizon LTE connectivity. It starts at $399. And the big advantage over the Surface, at least that we've seen so far, is a much better rear camera. This has a 6+ megapixel camera with some of Nokia's software and Nokia's Zeiss lens involved. So you're probably going to take better images with this than the Surface. But as our reviewer Brian Westover is looking at it, the big downside so far is that it doesn't have a lot of the Surface's great accessories. It does have a keyboard cover. The keyboard cover looks like it might not be quite as good as the Surface's keyboard cover. So it may not become a laptop as well as the Surface does.
I'm digging that red back. That red back. Is that the only color it comes in, or is that standard?
Comes in a couple of different
it.
colors. Nokia's materials design is just impeccable.
Yeah.
You see this in their Lumia phones. You see this in these tablets. They are just really good at building products. So we'll have our full review of the Lumia 2520 up soon on PCMag.com, probably tomorrow.
There you go. So thanks for joining us today. That's about it for our show, and hope you come back tomorrow. And remember, send us any questions, Twitter, internet, email, any means whatsoever. We'd love to answer them on the show. Thanks a lot and have a great day.